What's up, you lumps of coal? Fenn's the spook coming in for a December landing. Figured we'd hang out for a minute while we check out some books I got over the. Let's see, what was it? Oh, the Thanksgiving break. uh, Went to see some family and stopped at a comic shop near them, sort of near them, and got some stuff. Yeah, so nothing crazy. No mega keys or anything like that, but I actually did get something really special. I'm keen to show that off too. It's not a mega key or any or like key even really, but you'll see. But the first thing is these books were picked up at ACME Superstore, like Acme, like Looney Tunes Acme. It's out in Longwood, which is not in California, not Longwood, California. I think there's a place called Longwood, California. Maybe not, but there certainly is in Florida. It's up by Orlando. It's a suburb of Orlando, I guess you could say, though it's probably like a little further than most people would consider a suburb. It's like 30-45 minutes outside of Orlando. But anyway, this place is like the size of a small supermarket. Most of the store is toys, which, toys are cool. I mean, and I always say, oh, that's cool, but I don't really like it. But like literally, toys are cool. I actually can get into them, but I cannot start collecting toys and figures and stuff like that. So don't mess with that much. But they have a lot of back issues. Prices are definitely on the high side, but they were doing a 30% off sale for Black Friday, so which brought them kind of down to reality. So here's the books I got. I'll tell you what I paid for them if I can remember. I'll just tell you what I paid for the whole bunch because I can't remember what each book was. But we started off here with the Atom 23. This one wasn't very expensive. I think like maybe 10 or 12 bucks. It has a subscription crease down the center. Not color breaking, which is crazy on a black book like this, but you can see it a little bit at the top there. But it's cool with me. I like stuff I like the Atom. I like the Atom a lot and Hawkman. And we all got our things, don't we? For me, subscription creases just for whatever reason don't bother me. They do bother a lot of people. And if they break the color and you have this big ugly line down the middle, I guess that's different. But when it's just a bend and not really a break, I don't mind it. Pretty cool cover, though, especially the black there. I've also been into the Lois Lanes lately. Let me see if I can move these a little bit and alleviate some of that glare. I've been into the Lois Lanes lately. Kind of, I don't know. I just think Lois Lane's sexy. Just straight up, just say it. Don't want to be weird, but that's where I'm at. So I picked up some of these. They were in pretty nice shape. They had them price sticker, I think at like $15 a piece or something like that. Which I guess that's not too bad. They're pretty nice. I mean, I don't know about near mint, but they're pretty nice. Nice. I guess you'd call that a bondage cover. I think that, I'd be honest with you, I think bondage cover is a little bit of a, well, I don't know actually, now that I'm seeing it. Like we got one there, we got two there. Okay, this is a bondage cover, but I think that term's pretty loosely thrown around and become like anytime a girl's hands are, in handcuffs in a police car or something, it's like, oh, it's a bondage cover. It's, well, no, somebody might have just been getting arrested or something like that. But I think we do have a bondage cover here. This one I like. I don't know. Just, it's funny and kind of cool at the same time. I don't know who the artist is. It's a little different looking. She's got kind of almost like a Veronica look to her from Archie there. But so yeah, Lois the Centaur. Oh, thought I had more. There's more. There must just be behind these. So I know some of you guys don't care about these. Most of you guys don't care about these at all, but I really like Classics Illustrated. And I'm shooting for first HRNs, which is basically edition one's first prints. God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video on Classics Illustrated here, like sometime in the next couple weeks, and kind of just showcase some of my better ones and kind of talk about them, because they're a real strange comic. They have a weird numbering system. Or not a numbering system, but they have a weird print system. But anyway, these are all first edition, so they're kind of expensive. Because, first of all, these were just trashed. And look at this art, Tom Sawyer. It's really weird looking, man. The artist for this, what's his name? Aldo Bubano? I feel like I should know that. I feel like that's actually a name I've heard before. But he draws really weird looking stuff. And the thing is that I don't know how you say it, the dialogue is what I was looking for in this book. It's really, it's just taken straight from the book, and it's really hard to understand a lot of what they're saying, which I think is cool. It's kind of a, it's a piece of Americana. It's, something from a time long past. And anyway, the Classics Illustrated themselves were comic books that were intended to get kids to try to read the classics, the classics. Alice in Wonderland. This one's cool because the interior art is the same as the cover art, and you can just see it's really interesting. It's done to the to the book, obviously not to the Disney movie. These are from like the 40s or the 50s. I think these would. Oh, my computer just started. That's great. Hopefully you can't hear that. But these are from the 40s or the 50s. I don't actually know. I think probably like late 40s would be my guess. Cyrano de Bergerac. This was just one of those books I liked. One of the few books I liked reading when I was in college. High school. I just thought it was a really strange book. If you've never read this, it's a really weird book about a dude with like a super long nose. It's a romance book. Like, it's a weird book. But anyway, so these are all first edition Classics Illustrated. If you know what that is, you'll know why that's kind of special. If you don't, well, whatever. Check it out. Classics Illustrated are cool. They're just kind of their own subgenre of comics. There, back to the Lois Lanes. Here we go. My wife actually commented on this one. It was just like, she saw it and she said, well, of course you bought this one. I said, well, why? Why do you say that? Because he's not even dressed sexy. She's like spread eagle flying towards you on the cover, and I guess, guilty as charged. Lois Lane, number 123. My vision sucks. All right. Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, 121. This is continuing the Rose and Thorn appearances. I just like this one. I mean, Rose is dressed in a very sexy manner. And then there's Lois Lane over here, the little old woman. So I just thought it was kind of a fun cover, and I just like the art. It's actually not Nick Cardy. I said that the other day, that these are all Nick Cardy, and I was wrong on that. It's not. It's just a guy who draws like Nick Cardy. Or maybe Nick Cardy draws like that guy. I don't know. All right, so all those books I just showed you, the Lois Lanes, let me put those back in kind of a semi-order here. The Atom. I feel like there was... Oh, there was more. Okay, hold on. I'm getting this all mixed up. There is more. Yes, okay, sorry. My pile is completely out of order, totally unprepared, very unprofessional. So I also picked up some cheaper back issues. This is Ghost 61. This one was kind of weird. They have this listed as fine, which, I mean, I guess they're where... Oh my god, yeah, it's right there on the corner. I guess that's what they're talking about? Like, I don't know, man. This book looks a lot better than fine to me, but usually... they're pretty spot on with their grading. I'll give them that. But so you can see $3.25 with sticker price, 30% off, so roughly $2. Not bad. Yeah. Conan, the Barbarian 186. Just the book I needed for my collection. One of the last few. I only need like 3 more, and I've got the run. And I've got all the expensive, hard to get ones, luckily. $3 for a 9.0 Conan. Like, gee. You guys are really... Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's... I don't know. I mean, whatever. I feel like I'm nickel and diming here, but I feel like that's a $1 book. But hey, whatever. It was $2 this time. Same here. Okay, maybe not that last one. You could argue, oh, the last one's bronze or early copper. This is like, come on now. This is late Conan, but not late enough to where it's rare. Like, this should be a $1 book. But again, $3.50. So, Acme Comics getting theirs. Or Acme Superstore. Now these, I don't know. This was Hellblazer 2. I actually picked up a very good chunk of the Hellblazer run, including a really nice number 1. I really like John Constantine. And this is number 2. $8. I mean, I don't know. That might be right on a Hellblazer number 2 in that kind of shape. I don't know. I kind of hesitated a little bit. I mean, $8 is not a lot of money, really, but just on stuff like this, like, I don't know. So, but whatever, 30% off. So I went for it. And here we got Hellblazer number 3. Same idea. Now they're getting reasonable on. I'm sorry, I'm just killing with that glare, aren't I? Now they're getting reasonable with the prices. $3 for Hellblazer 3 now. Now that seems reasonable. That seems all right. Hellblazer 4. $6. Like, come on. These are just, whatever. Hellblazer, man. And Hellblazer number 5. So yeah, anyway, the point I was trying to make a second ago when I realized I had my stuff in all the wrong order. All this stuff I got, all these Hellblazers, all these Classics Illustrateds, all the Lois Lanes, the Conan, and the Ghost, and the Atom. All of this stuff I got for... Whoa, come on now, careful. All this stuff I got for $2.16, and that's with tax, which is annoying. Again, I don't like paying tax on back issues. I just have a problem with that. But some of y'all said, it's not that rare, so maybe I'm just spoiled or something. But anyway, so $2.19 for all that. The Classics Illustrated being the bulk, those were $50 to $60 a piece. And that was, that's... Unfortunately, that's the market on those things in first edition and in that kind of shape. So that was, and like I said, the Lois Lanes and all that other stuff. So that's where it was. I don't know. I would have liked it to be closer to $150 for sure, but it was hard to get them to haggle with me when they were already giving me 30% off their prices. I just felt like a stooge. Oh, there's one other thing. God, I'm so unprepared. 80-page giant Lois Lane wedding issue number 86. Totally. That was part of it. I just need a Golden Age size board for this, or Mylar for this, and I don't have one right now. So it's loose, kicking it on the shelf. But yeah, so that was in the mix there too, as well. That was all from ACME. So then I got some, Mr. Rigamortis has been posting some videos called With a Little Help from Your Friends. And, ironically enough, he helped me out, and it's a brotherhood, man. It's a brotherhood. The comics industry is a brotherhood, and I don't know. I wish sometimes I wasn't so negative about the community because we really are all in it together, aren't we? So I, even though I work at a comic store part time, I missed out on this book. This book is really annoying. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Nice copy, real nice copy. He was talking about it being all messed up and how he was needing to get me an upgrade. Like, dude, you're being way too hard on this book. This is not something I'm really worried about getting a 9.8 on. You know what I mean? It looks amazing. So anyway, the Sabrina series and the Archie series in general, I don't know what's going on because Archie Afterlife with Archie did this too. They go for a while, then they get canceled, yeah? And then it just springs up again like a year and a half later. And so I had no idea it was coming. I didn't order it. And the owner who does most of the ordering, he didn't think about it. And so we didn't get this book. And I totally missed it. And then I also... Hold on, I don't want to ruin this because there's a little bit of a surprise here. He also told me, like, hey, dude, Jughead the Hunger came out. I like these Archie horror series. They're really cool. And I was like, oh, shit, man, thanks, dude. He's like, yeah, hey, look, I'm out here in Cali. There's a bunch of stores. We'll check them out. We'll get you something. So he picked these up for me, right? And so I knew they were coming, and they actually ended up coming in the mail to the store because I had him send them to the store just because UPS seems to be a little nicer to the stuff that goes there than to my house. Which I probably won't do again, though, because someone at the store thought these were a return and just stuck them in this pile, and I didn't get them for days. Anyway, Riggs, I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to you about this, man. You probably thought I was just blowing you off or taking it and running. So anyway, here's the point. I guess this is one of those Random Act of Kindness, RAOK. Somebody taught me about this. I've never done one of these before, but RAOK for Mr. Rigamortis86, Random Act of Kindness, because in between these two comics was sitting this gem. And I mean gem, all right? So you're like, well, hey, wait a minute, Fens. You already have the Vampirella run. Yeah, it's a nice copy, but check that out. Boom. Jenny Frizen, dropping the Jenny Frizen signature all over, y'all. That's right. And look at the way, Vampirella is just presenting it to you. Oh, my God, man. This is... man. This is... I'm going to have to go lay down, man. This is getting my heart beating. This is getting my blood pumping. Oh, it's got that sick orange marker on there. Riggs is really particular about his signature color, so I know he picked this out. He sent me a photo of her and him hanging out in a mall. He actually sent me a little letter. I don't want to, whatever, just a little bang. There it is. He sent me a little letter, and it's really cool. Just telling me how he met her and what was up with that. So, big shout out to you, dude. You took care of me and went the distance. I'm going to take care of you. I got something planned for Christmas. I'm going to knock your socks off, pal. Just you wait. Anyway, moving on. Last two things I picked up recently. This was a modern comic, which I never buy modern comics other than like the horror stuff. I don't buy any modern Marvel or DC, but this Doomsday Clock thing they're doing for DC got my attention. I checked it out. I thought this cover was out of control cool. So whatever, we'll see how it goes. 12 issues. I don't know if they'll be able to keep the story up. And this was actually loose. Another gift from a friend, just a buddy who knows I'm really into Fin Fang Foom, and he gave me what is the first reprint of Fin Fang Foom in Fantasy Masterpieces #2. Just a reader copy he had laying around because he knows I don't have the original or a reprint of it. So it was really cool. I love getting readers and just sitting down on the couch and just checking it out. So props to you, my friend. That was a guy who knows me at the store who gave me that. So yeah, so all these, and again, you know, Rigamortis coming through with the Archie Horror Series pickups and then just dropping the A-bomb on me. I mean, the absolute atomic bomb. Jenny Frison, the madam of madams, the queen of queens, and Vamprella's just holding her signature out there for everybody to see. I mean, I really couldn't be happier, man. You couldn't... I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if you dropped like a vintage key on me, I'd be happier than I'm happy right now. So thank you so much, dude. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good hanging. Like I said, I'm actually probably going to do a Classics Illustrated video here sometime this month. So be sure to avoid that because I'm sure most of you have no interest in it. But the few who are kind of like me and like the classics, maybe we can chat about those. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take it easy. Fens the Spook out.